DOJ did not specifically name the companies here, but there's a pretty general assumption that it's these four big companies that we know are already facing other scrutiny on Capitol Hill, and that's Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google. Now, this is a separate probe than what we've heard about before, which was specifically looking at Google and Apple, we expect from the DOJ, and then we have the FTC looking at Amazon and Facebook. So this is a broad, all-encompassing antitrust review, and it could ultimately lead to an investigation. There are a couple of different ways this could play out. And one of the analysts from Evercore kind of laid out the lowest probability event would be a full-on breakup of these companies, saying that would require a change to the law. It's more likely that Google Play and Android, which are Google kind of falls the most into those three categories, could be at risk, while a company like Amazon, which is a little bit more specific to retail, has that search component too, has the advertising, but it might be less exposed under the existing antitrust laws that already are in place in the U.S.
Tricky one for you to answer. So there are investigations here in Europe as well, and Vestager has been going after some of these companies. It's thought to be Google and maybe Amazon as well. If the DOJ is successful in pushing forward some form of case, does that steal Vestager's thunder, or could you just see dual lawsuits against both companies?
I think it's a great question, because you already have seen those three Google investigations from Vestager, a total of $9 billion fines. Hasn't done much for the company, and it looks like the way that the DOJ could go is looking at many of those similar issues that they've already looked at here in Europe. We know that Europe's already investigating Apple. They're already looking at Amazon. It's unlikely that they would stop those probes given what's happening in the U.S., and it would just be another one on top of the regulation.
I just want to double down on this conversation, because I recall when we talked about these antitrust stories, President Trump came out and said this was about hating America, and he launched a huge broadside against Vestager and the EU. Is the DOJ going to get the same kind of heat from President Trump for hating America?
So we've heard some early reaction from lawmakers to say this is not a political issue here. For example, there is kind of a rare bipartisanship from Trump and from the Democrats that these companies need to be tackled. But Elizabeth Warren coming out and saying, as much as I support this antitrust action, we need to make sure that this doesn't become a political issue. And President Trump has attacked these companies from a free speech perspective, from a market power perspective, while maybe some of the Democrats are looking at it from a small business, enterprise perspective. Interestingly, though, there is still across the board support for this type of action, and we'll have to hear what President Trump says.
Square in the circle with Chantilly last week. There was a lot of pushback from the US over the European measures to go it alone on some form of taxation. This just confirms my view. What's happening now is that everyone wants a slice of the tech pie, and dare I say, it's a very grubby business, and it's about the money that could be extracted in terms of taxation.
That's right. And one of the reports that we saw ahead of this Facebook FTC fine that's expected to come out likely today was that the FTC was looking at fining Facebook tens of billions of dollars. I mean, that would be unprecedented amount, even compared to the EU, which has so far taken the hardest line. So it looks like there's a little bit of a competition who can really come out toughest here, and the US might be making a run for it right now.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.